My name is Professor Mokung Simon Mapanimeng from South Africa. I am based at the Human Sciences Research Council of South Africa as a research director in education and skills development. And I've been academic for more than 2 decades. It is an honor for me to be invited to come and present my research here at the conference on society reconstruction, responsibility and reflections, organized by the Shivaji University Sociology Department on the occasion of its 50th anniversary, as they call it, more of they call it what? It's on the 50th anniversary. It is a great honor, it's a milestone for reflection on what the department has done and the research, the state of research, sociological research in India, which is very interesting, is there in the program. Yesterday, the presentation on the evolution of sociology in India and how the colonial influences have continued to haunt the current practices of sociology in India today. And it will be very interesting. Unfortunately, I'll miss the session by Professor Utamboete, one of the luminaries, one of the higher level sociologists of India, whom I've come to know for more than 10 years. Through our relationship between when he was an president of All India Sociological Society, and I was the president of South African Sociological Association. We signed a memorandum of understanding, and the relationships are still continue to grow, and hopefully there will be future renewal of this relationship. Professor Utamboete will be talking about 100 years, sharing a session of some of the great sociologists of India, 100 years of sociology in India. That would be very interesting. Unfortunately, I'll miss that. I so much wish I could attend it. But so far, some of the presentations which have been made, for instance, the one on the Maori, the need to indigenize and revive and resuscitate the Maori knowledge systems is very, very interesting. That I really found it very interesting, and it's built and shares a similar consensus as the paper I presented on indigenization of education in South Africa through government policies and the challenges that we are facing, and what some of the opportunities. And I believe that the battle is not lost. There's still a lot of opportunities to indigenize and fight back the colonial system that continues to bedevil our intellectual and the cultural spaces, as we need to reassert ourselves. We cannot become competitive in the world without actually delving into and harnessing our African indigenous knowledge systems. And I believe the same will happen or is necessary in all former colonized world. Like, for instance, the Maori research in New Zealand and other parts of the world which they had been have been colonized. It is important to actually use that indigenous treasures to inspire development and also affirm the relevance of young people, the identity in what is increasingly a globalized world, which, however, is defined by diversity. For diversity in the globalized world to have meaning and content, the world of indigenous systems is very important to add flavor to that. So it was a great honor to be in this conference, and I hope the conversations will continue. And I want to give a special honor to Professor Ishwa Modi, the late Professor Ishwa Modi, who actually pioneered these relationships as well. at that time with Professor Utomboide. As we say, may his soul continue to rest in peace, but his legacy continue to shape our thinking and inspire us. I want to thank you.